Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're going to do the entire Kingo epic quest from start to finish so you can see exactly what the epic quest requires of you resource wise and also exactly what you get out of it from start to finish for Kingo. So we're going to jump in here. Kingo epic quest is very similar from what I've heard to the Cersei epic quest, not an act because he's an actor, he's a Bollywood actor in the movie. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this one. I also wanted to start the Kingo epic quest first because you can complete it all in one day if you have enough crystals to spend for refreshing timeline battle. So you're going to start off and you're going to get right away a 1-star or a 6-star Kingo, 1-star Kingo. You can also get Kingo if you haven't tried it out yet. Ooh, this looks amazing. Okay, let me screenshot that really quickly. We're not going to read through all the stuff because we don't have time because we're trying to trim this video down, but Kingo is nice. He's in Shanghai. He's completely free to play in the sense that regardless of whether or not you do his epic quest, you can actually just go ahead and pick him up through biometric selectors that you get from daily login events, or even the 6-star selector that we got, the 6-star character selector that we got recently from an event. You can actually just choose Kingo from that. So there I just gave myself a 6-star Kingo right away, and we are off to the races, rocking and rolling. I do believe that the epic quest is going to help you with that as well, but we'll see just how far we go. So the first one here, we have to upgrade a comic card 5 times, so I don't have comic cards, so we're just going to go ahead and quickly craft some. You can also alternatively farm some from the dimension missions, but I do not want to be spending any energy because I want to make as much use of my energy for actually the research missions as I can. However, I will say that unlike some of the other epic quests in the past, the research missions, I'm getting really lucky here. The research missions in this Eternals epic quest, the totality may be a lot of energy spent, but each one individually is not that much energy spent. I mean, I spent less than 1,000 energy for each one of Cersei, Makari, and Icarus, so I think that is really good. I think that was 5. There we go. All done with that. We get 25 CCF out of that, which is great. Next one, we have to upgrade 5 custom gear. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. He likes the 5x5s. So we're just going to upgrade this random poison resist one because you know how important poison resist is, baby. But we're flying. We're off to the races here. Now, right away, so the third mission, you automatically, unlock Broken Harmony. Excellent. And now they want you to play Broken Harmony 3 times, or they want you to clear Smaller Heads Prevail. And you're going to get 25 awakening crystals. That's pretty good, not bad. So here we go. We see the 2 quests here, Smaller Heads Prevail, and then Brains versus Blades. You got Kingo and Thana. So we're going to go ahead and play this mission. This mission doesn't have a cap. It's 10 out of 10, but you can run it infinitely. You also get Kingo bios, and you also get some Uru. So this is very similar to some of the other missions that we've seen from the Sentry epic quest. But I'm going to put together an Eternals team with Kingo, and we'll jump in. Actually, I changed my mind. Kingo is 6-star, tier 1, level 1. So we're just going to run through faster with Icarus, Makari, and Cersei. And then we will see, because I want to see how much the epic quest is going to do for us as far as building up Kingo. I don't think the epic quest is going to build up Kingo because he's very easy and very cheap to build up. So I think we're going to get those similar Cersei quests where it says, you know, get Cersei to 6-star, get Cersei to tier 2, except of course Kingo. But we'll have to wait and see. This mission, however, is pretty straightforward. We just get a couple of waves of these robots. This shouldn't be very difficult because it is a farming mission, although Icarus decided to tier 3 the air. He just ulted the air. Oh, we see Shang-Chi. Very cool. And then, oh, okay, I thought Shang-Chi was going to help me beat MODOK. But okay, he's there. He's watching. He's making sure we're doing our martial arts properly. Okay, nice. So we complete that, and then we can just clear ticket it from here on out. Again, you get a modest amount of gold. This really isn't a mission that you want to be farming for anything other than Kingo bios, not Icarus bios. Especially right now, you want to farm this for Kingo bios because it's double. You're going to double dip. But there we go. We complete that 3 times. We get our awakening crystals. It wants us to enhance an ISO 5 times. Okay. We enhanced an ISO. Cool. You didn't need to see that. We are done with that quest there. Now we unlock the first research mission. So you're only 5 missions in, 3 missions in, you unlock the first quest where you can farm Kingo bios. so you can get him for free even if you don't have any selectors available. And then 5 missions in, you have to do your first research, and this one is going to be dimension missions. You can complete it for 1800 crystals, but I don't think it's worth completing. So again, the strategy here, yeah, I will buy that, but anyways, the strategy here is that you don't want to do difficulty 15. You want to nail this, or set this down to difficulty 6, because that is going to be the best energy to point ratio with decent rewards as well, because the energy cost doesn't change from difficulty 1 to 6. It only starts scaling up at 7 and up. So you want to go for 6 and then just spam this, usually about 5 to 700 energies worth of it until you are done. So I'm going to keep track of my energy. The amount of energy that I'm spending is going to fluctuate because of my boost points, but right now we're at 1,440, and then we're going to see where we end up when we're done and we got the 40 points. And we are done. That was 40, so that was pretty quick, and I didn't even waste all my hidden tickets. Okay, that was actually a lot of energy. That was just under 700 energy, so I actually thought I got lucky, but I guess not. But anyways, we're done with that research quest. Not bad at all. And we just jump back in here, and hey, what's up, Kingo? And we are done. Easy peasy. There we go. We got the celestial intel. We got the 25 Mandalays, and now we're back in Shanghai. We have to rank up Kingo to 4-star. Okay, so there is where you would want to use a 6-star selector, or you just want to use free biometric selectors that you get from various different game modes, Shadowland, login events, etc. And then you're going to want to use the gold to rank him up, because it's not going to rank him up for you. Now they want you to clear 5 dimension missions, which is hilarious. Okay, 5 clears done there. We get some Titan component packs. Still in Shanghai, reached level 15 with all of his gears. So now we are going to need to just skip this sort of rank up phase here. So I'll just, and there we go. We are done with getting his gears to 15. Keep in mind, getting any character's gears to 15 is not going to cost you any biometrics of theirs once you get them to 6 stars, so you're safe there. Now we have to do 10 timeline battle participation. So this is going to be the first real roadblock. Well, this is going to be the first sign of the next roadblock, because the next time we see timeline battle, that will be the first true roadblock for free-to-play players who are trying to complete the Kingo Epic Quest. This is not technically the first roadblock. It's just setting up for the first roadblock. Okay, we are done with those 10 timeline participations, probably the slowest part of the Epic Quest. We get some Norn Stones. We see an AIM agent struggling to breathe. Now we need to rank up Kingo to 6 stars. We already did that. We have a total of 50 CCF refunded at this point from the 2 quests there, the last one, this one and the first one. Now we need to combine an Uru 5 times. I'm sure we all know how to do that. Plus there's a 30% discount on right now, so it's really good timing. We get a little bit more TCP refunded. Now we need to reach level 20 with all of his gears. So at this point you would just spend the necessary the necessary resources required here. I strongly recommend not using a ticket here. Keep in mind, Kingo, like other characters, now only requires 1 bio for every roll of every gear upgrade. So that last upgrade from 19 to 20 cost me 15 Kingo bios, or I got stopped halfway, but it used up my last 15 Kingo bios. So you can see it really doesn't cost that many bios. And then of course Kingo is very easy to get bios for, so I'm gonna grab some bios. I'll be back and we'll fast forward to when I'm done with the gears. And now that we are done with his gears, we can proceed with the epic quest. We get another 25 Mandalays. I believe we have 50 Mandalays refunded now, and we need to do the next research mission. This is going to cost us 350 Mandalays and 150 CCF. If you've been keeping track of the refunds, this really only costs 100 CCF and 250 Mandalays, which is pretty nice. We want our transcended Kingo at the end of it, of course. We get some black antimatter refunded here. Now they ask us to reach tier 2 with Kingo. At this point, I would also recommend just building him up to tier 2. Actually, you know what? I would not recommend that. I would recommend using I wouldn't recommend pressing this button because it's only 400 black antimatter. I would say it depends on how many tier 2 tickets you have, because the regular tier 2 tickets they give out once a month. So it really just depends where you are at in the game and in terms of your roster progression. But generally speaking, the ticket is not worth very much. And if the ticket's going to save you the 400 black antimatter, the 500 chaos Norn stones, or reverse that, and the 2.5 million gold, it's very worth it. Like 9 times out of 10, you should be using this if it's available to you. Not this one. but this other ticket. So there we go. I get my tier 2 Kingo. He gains about 7,000 HP and he gains about 9,000 energy attack, which is a lot. And now we have our tier 2 Kingo. We get a bit more awakening crystals refunded. Now they want us to use 1,000,000 gold. So specifically for Kingo at this point, and by the way, that is the same Kingo. Yes, indeed. You would want to just level up his skills. If you have not done that yet, one skill level up is 1,000,000 gold. So it's a really quick and easy way to do that. You shouldn't start with the first skill. I'm going to level up all of his skills to level 6. You should start with probably his 5th skill or his 4th skill, whichever skill has a buff on it that you can take advantage of. Now we have to go ahead and clear smaller heads, not smarter, but smaller heads prevail 3 more times. There we go. We are done with fight scene number 1. He's filming his new Bollywood movie. Very cool. And that gets us to Kingo 62. So this is really interesting. I was wondering what was going to happen. You don't have to use Kingo in World Boss Ultimate or Legend at all. Just by playing through the epic quest with Kingo, they will skip that search for you. So normally it would take a maximum of 4 days, a minimum of 1 day, but a maximum of 4 days to get a regular character's potential unlocked. Not even to start going from 60 to 62, but just to get it unlocked. But they give you Blade of the Celestials just by doing the epic quest. That's awesome. I think that's really, really good, and it makes it even easier to get a huge jumpstart on the game, because especially for a brand new account, being able to jumpstart that is going to really save you a lot of headache. There's a lot of content that we forget about that gates you from using level 60 characters. Like, you can use level 60 characters, but they will miss all of their attacks and, you know, they'll take too much damage. But if you just bump the character up to 62, sort of like going past level 50 or level stage 50 or 60 on Shadowlands, something like that, you see this massive difference just by having the character level 62 versus level 60. So it's really nice that they give it to you there. Now we have to combine an ISO. There we go, all done with fight scene number 2. Hi-ya. And cut. And then we have the Dimension Mission Require Contribution Reward. And again, if you've seen my video on Icarus Epic Quest walkthrough or the Circe Epic Quest walkthrough, you know that when we do these Dimension Mission runs for the research mission and we sort of spam the difficulty 6 missions, we never collect the contribution reward and we never press next reward because we know it's going to pop up later as an Epic Quest mission. And so then that way we don't end up spending even more energy. And of course, they're going to ask you to spend 50 energy. So let's jump back into GBR. There we go. We are done. Master of Kung Fu. We get some more Awakening Crystals refunded. I think we're at 75 Awakening Crystals refunded. And now it wants us to research the next Kingo step, which is going to be 350 Awakening Crystals and 350 Mandalays. Now, yeah, I haven't been keeping track, so I think this costs 250 or 275 Awakening Crystals, and then I think it costs 300 Mandalays, or maybe it costs the full 350. I'm not 100% sure, but this is still a pretty good discount on what it regularly costs for an awakened character. It's usually 800 Awakening Crystals, which is the most expensive part, 240 CCF, and then 1,000 Mandalay Gem Fragments. So this is definitely somewhere in the like 60 to 80% range. Not quite a 50% discount, but definitely better than the full 100% cost. That's going to give us a level 64 Kingo for free. So again, this saves you, like, not only are you getting a discount on the Transcendence, like the Awakening material cost, but they're skipping the level 60 to 70 cost for you. And level 60 to 70 cost is 2,400 bios, 10 million gold, and like 5,000 or 4,000 black antimatter if you do the 100% method. It's a huge cost. So this is really, really good for newer players and players who have a depleted resource pool, because really all you need for this is some Awakening tier 3 materials and lots of energy. Next up, we have Danger Room Participation, my favorite. There we go, all done with that. Danger Room Participation, super duper fun. We are on to reach level 22 with all of Kingo's gears. So this is where you're going to need to put in a little bit more of an investment. And it appears that with level 22, we will be able to, yes, so you don't need to, be careful, you don't need to take Kingo past level 64. They gate you, right? The level that the character can go up to from 60 to 70 is going to relate to the gear. So 62 gets you up to gear 21, 64 gets you up to 22, and so on and so forth. As you can see here, it wants me to be higher. It needs to be 66 for 23, but we don't need to worry about that because this mission is only asking for 22. So the epic quest for Kingo should still do the legwork of getting our Kingo from 64 all the way up to 70. We just have to cook up his gears with some tier 3 materials and gold. And we are done with the gears. We get some awakening or Mandalay gem fragments in return. We see Shang-Chi again. We have to send assemble points. I will say this again, this is the third time I say it, but it really begs repeating. If you accidentally hit send all before the epic quest started for the day, you can always just kick someone off your friends list if it's full and add someone new. And then that new person that you add, you will be able to individually send them assemble points, or vice versa, just have someone send you a friend request and then you accept it. We get some CCF refunds. Now we need to clear that same stage that has infinite clears. Done with that quest there. Stealth mode number 2. We get a Kingo 66, very nice. Now we have to do 10 more timeline battle participations. So it's actually a lot further in the epic quest than Cersei's was, but this is actually the first real roadblock for free-to-play players. You're honestly, it looks like halfway, maybe a little bit more, like 60% of the way done Kingo's epic quest when you reach your first real roadblock in terms of daily content. And all you got to do to get around that is just spend 125 crystals. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying that it's not even 10 timeline battle wins, it's just 10 participations. Okay, and we're done with 10 more timeline battle participations. We get a bit more TCP refunded to us. Now we need to reach level 23 with his gears. So it seems like they're just going to keep doing this sort of upgrade him to 68, upgrade his gears to 24, upgrade him to 70, upgrade his gears to 25, sort of ladder by ladder, step by step. So we'll just fast forward this. And we're done with security measures number 2. We get some Mandalay gem fragments in return. Now we need to enhance an ISO, and we're going to get some CCF back. Pretty straightforward there with the ISO enhancement. We get some CCF in return for our troubles. Now we are meeting someone else in some sort of AIM laboratory, and we need to do the third research to get Kingo to 68. And this is going to require another 150 cosmic cube fragments and another 350 Mandalay gem fragments. But I do think this is more like 100 and 300 or something like that. Again, I haven't been keeping full track, but it's here in the video. The evidence is here, so to speak. So we have our 68 Kingo, and I'm guessing, okay, dimension mission clear 5 times. I'm guessing his gear upgrade is coming. There we go with the 5 dimension mission clears and the little bit of TCP back. They've actually refunded me, like, I'm guessing 100 or more TCP, and I haven't had to use any TCP yet for research missions. I've had to use it for his gears, of course, but it's interesting. Also, it's interesting they decided not to refund any Essence of Dimension, right? Just one, not the other. Now we need to reach level 24 with Kingo's gears. Done with that research mission there. The research required number 1. We get some gold back. Now we need to use 1,000,000 gold, again, very easily. Just go in and level up one of his important skills, like Pentagram Slicer. Easy 1,000,000 there, and it's a required skill basically to level up. We get some clear tickets, we get some aim action. Now we need to participate in squad battle very easily. Just throw that on autoplay and we'll be right back. And there we go. We've completed our squad battle assignment there to participate. We get our level 70 Kingo minted. Very cool here. Now for some Uru and some more TCP refunds. Thank goodness for that Uru 30% discount. Otherwise my gold would be tapped. Hey, there's Big Head MODOK. We have to reach level 25 with his gears now. And the interesting thing here is that because they're only giving you back TCP, it's a small amount, but it may actually balance some players' reserves of EOD, Essence of Dimension, and TCP. I just thought that was kind of funny. There we go. We're done with that quest. We get 50 energy refunded, and now we have to win 10 timeline battles. So this would be the second roadblock. Well, if you were doing it all in one shot, it would be the second roadblock. However, it would be the second roadblock regardless, because the first roadblock was somewhere here where we had to do 10 timeline participations again. Here, better deal number 2. So that would delay you by a day. And then this would be your next roadblock, which would delay you by another day into Friday or Saturday. So let's just go ahead and get 10 wins and we'll be right back. Another 10 timeline victories in the bag for Kingo and his epic quest. And there we go. Hey, we have our awakened Kingo, Blade of the Celestials. Beautiful. Very, very cool here. Now it wants us to clear his mission 3 more times for a bit more awakened crystal refund. Easy peasy on that one there. And then, oh, we see MODOK. We need to acquire contribution rewards again. This is just a couple of clicks away. Good stuff. As efficient as possible here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Now we need to reach Awakening skill level 4 with Kingo. I think at this point you could just go all the way and just max this out for the full 350 Awakening crystal cost. We're going to get some gold in return. Pretty sizable chunk. Not bad. It wants us to use 50 more energy, so we're going to jump back into GBR. Bada bing, bada boom. 50 energy used up. We get some black antimatter back. Now it wants to do another Danger Room participation. Okay. Okay, there we go. Danger Room complete. Nicely done. Just 2 quests left. I hate to cut and run. No worries, Kingo. We're going to cut and run here too. Reach Awakening skill level 6. We already did that. And there we go. We have our transcended Kingo. Very cool. So they save you that final transcended fee, which I believe is 100 Mandalay gem fragments and 50 awakening crystals and 1,000,000 gold, something like that. We see that he gains a whopping 22,000 HP and another 8,800 energy attack. He's got very, very high attack stats, low defenses though. I will say that the first Eternal I've seen with very low defenses, but that's okay. And we are done, ladies and gentlemen, with the Kingo Epic Quest. And the reason why we did this one first is because, as you can see, we can now, not only can we collect these awesome rewards and we can go ahead and buy Kingo's uniform, etc. Hey, what's up, dog? We can now jump into Gilgamesh's quest on the same day as we did Kingo's, whereas in the reverse, you would have to wait 3 days in order to do that same thing. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. This epic quest took me about 1 hour and 15 minutes, so 75 minutes to complete, which is definitely on the longer side for the Eternals. Do you think Gilgamesh's or Thanos is going to be longer or shorter than Kingo's? Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed Kumail Nanjiani's acting. I loved it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.